Hello Makeup Fiends, back again. I haven't been making videos over the past week. I've been a little bit under the weather and so really just didn't kind of feel up to that. So plus our rabbit passed away quite suddenly. It was a huge blow really. She was such a beautiful rabbit and I felt a bit down, to be honest, over the past week or so because of that. So but I'm back today to give you a review of a product that I've just recently purchased, and it's the Revlon Age Defying DNA Foundation. I love the bottle design of it. I really quite like it's very chunky. I like the plastic pink lid, but I like the way that the inside of the bottle is contoured so that it makes it look like it's almost, I tell you what it reminds me of, and you might think it's quite funny. It makes me think of flumps. You know, like the flumps that the marshmallow twists. It really looks like that. It's all twisted inside, which I think is quite a nice feature to it. It's not just a simple bottle of foundation. This retails for £9.99, but I had £3 on my Superdrug card, so I got it for £6.99. And I got this really because I was just kind of looking to try another foundation. As you are aware, my favourite foundation is the Bourjois Healthy Mix. Just about out of that, but I do have another one in the stock drawer, so I'm quite happy about that because I love this. And apparently they've brought out a new version of this, which is the gel foundation, so I'm quite keen to maybe pop in the store and have a look and see what that's like. But I just kind of felt like I really did fancy something a little bit different, and I saw this and just thought, well, you know, I like the Colour Stay foundation, it's very nice. So I thought, well, I'll give it a go because I really did like the design, and I just thought, I quite liked it when I tested it on my hand. This one's in Buff and it's not too watery, it's quite a thick consistency to there. It's a really good match for my skin, and as you can see it just blends out really nicely, so that's a really good match for my skin tone. It has a little bit of a smell but not a strong smell, and it's not an unpleasant sort of chemically sort of smell. It just smells quite fresh and a little bit fruity, to be honest. It's really nice. It gives good coverage. I've actually got it on today. I do feel that it gives really good coverage. The only thing that I would definitely say about this is that you can feel it on your skin when you put it on. It's like with the Bourjois Healthy Mix, I kind of almost feel like it sort of sinks in, which I know it doesn't, but it kind of feels that way. Whereas this definitely feels like it does sit on top of your skin. It's not a, you know, it's not huge, like heavily, like a clogged feeling. It's not like a heavy feeling on the skin. I just definitely know that I'm wearing it, if that kind of makes sense. I think it's got excellent coverage though. It's medium to light coverage, which is really good because I do have some red areas on the skin, and when I get a spot obviously you get red there. And I think this works really well with my Garnier BB cream. I still use the Garnier BB cream under it, and I have got a little bit of Gosh primer on today as well, just in the areas across my cheeks where there is a little bit more redness, where I do have some scarring. So I've got that on, then I've got the BB cream on, which is amazing, and then I've got this on top, and I just feel like it's really nice, and a little does tend to go a long way. So I actually just put two pumps on the back of my hand, and then I just take it a bit by bit and smooth it in with my fingers. I don't use a brush. I do actually have a brush. I have a very nice brush, which is this one. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, this one's an Avon one actually. Needs a bit of a wash because it's been used, but this is a lovely foundation brush. So if you were thinking about getting one and you didn't want to splash out a lot of money on it, just to kind of give it a go, then Avon's definitely worth it. I actually got this one at half price. I think there's only about £3 this one, so that was a good bargain. But I definitely am the kind of girl who just really just does prefer to put it on with my fingers, and I don't think it's unhygienic. There is a makeup artist on here, a male makeup artist, who will say that it doesn't think it's hygienic and things like that, but it really is. It's no difference really. I mean, what I do is when I put my makeup on, it's right after I've washed my face, so I actually wash my hands and wash my face, so both my face and my hands are clean at that point. So I kind of feel that I can blend it in better that way, and I actually use a mirror. I'll not blind you. Got this little mirror which is from Asda. It was only a couple of pounds, and it's a ×10 magnification, and I use this and just make sure that I've got it blended in around all the areas, because you've got to be careful around your nose area, corners of eyes, just to make sure that you're blending it correctly. But yeah, this blends in really well. Like I said, the only thing is it kind of does feel like it sits on the skin, but it is an excellent colour match for my skin, and I'm quite fair, so sometimes it can be a little bit of a difficulty with foundations, because sometimes you can try a foundation but it's got a bit too much of a yellow tone, because I have like a warm tone skin, so I have a pink tone. And this is definitely something that I'm enjoying using. As for repurchasing, I don't know if I would repurchase it. I'm enjoying it. Maybe I'll see how I feel when I get to the bottom of this and see what I'm thinking then. But I really am totally hooked on Bourjois Healthy Mix. So to be honest, I don't really see whether I will consider that switch into something else. But I think it's nice anyway to kind of switch up. You don't want to be using, I mean, I've used the Bourjois Healthy Mix for months now and used really very little else. The only other ones that I use are the one from number 17, which is the Skin Perfecting. I really like that one. That's a lovely coverage. And I quite like using the eraser every now and then. And Colour Stay, which I use the Colour Stay one, to be honest. This one is amazing, but that's really good for that really covers any kind of marks or anything like that, any kind of spots, any kind of redness. This is completely amazing, and it's in a nice glass bottle, so I like a bit nice packaging. Yeah, so I'm using this. I've been using it every day. I haven't used anything other than this, so I kind of think, well, you know, I am enjoying it really, because if I wasn't enjoying it I wouldn't be using it every day. I don't take purchases lightly normally. I like to do a little bit of research. I didn't actually research this one because I actually this was an impulse buy, but I did like the way it was on my skin. I like the way it blended, and I did have the experience with the Revlon Colour Stay, so I kind of thought that it was going to be a good investment, and I definitely think it is. And it's not a bad price point really, because I know that Bourjois Healthy Mix is normally around $9.99 now, but often if you pop into Superdrug they do have some kind of offer on, so you can usually get a good deal. So that's it. That is the Revlon Age Defying DNA foundation. I give it a thumbs up, and I would give it probably a 4 out of 5. So that's my little Revlon foundation review. I hope you've enjoyed it, and please keep watching, because I've got some more new videos coming up. I've got a matte collection coming up and a couple of other bits and pieces I hopefully intend on filming over the next few days. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.